Hey, you guys. I am Marianne Anderson. I am a diamond with Plexus, and I'm so excited to chat with you guys about one of my favorite topics. It has helped me immensely get to where I am today, and that's time blocking. So, just to give you guys a little background, I have 5 children, ages 5 to 15. So, we're doing toddler, we're doing kid life, we're doing high school life, 4 different sports. 2 of them travel. It's crazy. And I feel like sometimes I don't have a moment to breathe, right? Now, when I started Plexus 4 years ago, they were a little bit younger. I was nursing the baby at the time, but it was still nonstop. And so, one of the things that I knew I had to get in control over if I was going to be successful was my schedule. Otherwise, it was going to run me. And I don't know if you guys have those days where you wake up and you have the best intentions. You're like, I'm going to crush it today. I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to send all the messages. And then the day goes and your schedule completely runs you. And all of a sudden it's 9 o'clock and you're behind the 8 ball. You totally did not accomplish what you needed to do. So here's the deal, you guys. I want to release you of the desire and the need to multitask. Multitasking, I feel like for me, has just been the death of all things successful. And so, what I have learned is that I need to be able to focus on one thing, do it really well, and then shift and focus on the next thing and do that really well. So, this is how I time block. And I have done this. My husband, actually, Drew, who's also a diamond with Plexus, really introduced this concept to me because he would come in the kitchen and I'm like, frantically trying to make dinner and answer messages. And it was just chaotic, right? And then I don't know about you, but when I feel chaotic, that's when I'm not my best self, right? So he said, let me tell you about this time blocking thing. And I did a little research on YouTube, and there's apparently some really great experts out there. But this is a very simplified Marianne version of how I do all the things. And so basically, what I want to encourage you guys to do is go through your schedule and just kind of do an audit of your day, right? So from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, I want you to write down every single thing and exactly the time that you do it, right? So you wake up, 6 a.m. And from 6 to 6:30, what are you doing? And what time are you getting the kids ready for school, right? Like what's happening? And so I did that. I noticed that I was spending a lot of time doing things that maybe weren't important, like scrolling social media, right? And so I realized that I had more time than I thought, and I was totally letting my schedule run me. So when it's in black and white, it kind of takes the emotion out of it. And then you can go in and you can say, all right, first of all, what are my non-negotiables, right? Like I have to pick up my kid from ballet at this time. I have to do that, right? However, let's say you've got 30 minutes, right, that you could work your business sitting there in the parking lot waiting for her to get out of ballet. Because here's the thing, if you're like me, I'm going to be much more effective if I leave 30 minutes early, sit in the parking lot with my notebook to get things accomplished versus, oh, I'll just do it at home. But no, that's not going to happen because somebody's going to want something and I'm going to get distracted. And so I time blocked 30 minutes, right, to get done what I needed to get done. Now, here's the other important thing about time blocking, you guys. You absolutely have to commit to when you're doing the thing, you're doing the thing. And this was really hard for me in the beginning. So, because I was so used to cooking dinner, answering messages, all the things, right? Now, hear me out. The last day of the month, sometimes the rules kind of go out the window. But generally speaking, okay, I have to actually physically go put my phone in the other room if it's time for me to do a task that doesn't involve Plexus. And even like when it comes to laundry, I know that sounds crazy, but first of all, it doesn't take as much time as you think. Set an alarm on your Alexa. And when you're folding that laundry, you're folding that laundry and you're not checking your messages, right? Or you can be listening to a podcast at the same time and doing something effective. You're going to get it done in 5 to 10 minutes. And then you're going to show up in your messages in such a better headspace, you guys. That's the other great thing about time blocking. When you focus on the thing while you're doing the thing, you're not thinking about the other things that you should have been doing, right? So when I'm messaging, I'm showing up as the best version of myself because I'm not thinking about the 5 loads of laundry that still need to get done, right? Because I did them in the time block that needed to happen. So I hope that's really helpful for you guys. You know, I feel like one of my biggest pet peeves is when people say to me, oh, life is crazy right now. I just don't have the time. You know, when the kids go back to school, when the kids are home on Christmas break, when it's spring break, when they're just like wishing away, right? Looking for that perfect moment, looking for all the lights to be green. And P.S., that's never going to happen, right? There's always going to be crazy. There's always going to be activities. That's life. And one of the reasons that I fell in love with this business is because I had the control. I could decide when I was working, right? I could plan my day around my family, right? And that was really, really important to me. One of the things that I do, if this helps you guys with time management, is I get up at least an hour before my family, and that's when I send my messages. I do something called the perfect 10 every day. All right, you ready? Write this down. And I know at the end of the day, if I have done this, the needle is going to move forward. But if I didn't do it consistently, and consistently, I mean 6 days a week. 6 days a week, you can do it 6 days a week. Whether you're full-time, part-time, you can do this. All right. If I do this perfect 10, I know I can put my head on the pillow at night and say, all right, that needle's going to move. Whether anybody orders that day or not, I know they're coming, right? And then I can focus on the effort, right, versus the results. All right, so this is what I time block in my day, every day. Perfect 10. 10 new Plexus conversations. That could be a mom that, let's say you get early to ballet, right? And you talk to some of the other moms who are also there early, right? That can be a new Plexus conversation. It can be a reach out on Facebook Messenger, on DMs and Instagram, but 10 new reach outs about Plexus every day, 6 days a week. Yes, ma'am, you can do this. Yes, sir, you can do this. So 10, 6 days a week is what I do. 10 follow-ups every single day. This might be about a prospect, about the products, about the business opportunity, or it could be a newbie that you're helping get up and running. But 10 follow-ups every day. Now, here's what's going to happen. Your 10 follow-ups are going to come from your 10 reach outs, right? So your first day or so, you might not have 10 follow-ups to do, but you're going to have some after a couple of days, right? Now, the third part is really important. 10 new ads to my network every single day. That's new Facebook friends. That's, again, new contacts, new moms that I meet, somebody that I talk to, for the first time. It doesn't have to be about Plexus. This is just 10 new connections that I didn't have the day before. So I call this my perfect 10. And I've been doing this, y'all, for 4 years, all the way to diamond, and continuing as a diamond, because the speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. And if you're doing it, your team is going to do it. And if you don't have a team yet, this is how you get a team. Because here's the deal, and I double dog dare you to time block this in your day for 90 days. 90 days. You aren't even going to recognize the business that you have, you guys. It is going to be insane. And so my perfect 10, my 10 reach outs, I get those done first thing in the morning, like 5:30 a.m., because then it sets the tone for my whole day. I show up as a better leader. I show up as a better wife. I show up as a better mom, because I'm like, okay, I got this. I got this. I just reached out to 10 new people about Plexus. I got it. Even if they don't respond, it still makes me feel good, right? Because I know I'm doing the things. So I hope that encourages you guys. We all have the same 24 hours. Block that 24 hours. Find those pockets to work your business. And every night before you go to bed, every night, you're going to write out hour by hour, minute by minute, what you're doing. Yeah. And then you're going to stick to it. And you're going to be able to be present in all the things. So I'm excited for you guys as you finish out 2021 and you start 2022. It is going to be insane. All right. Love ya.